Hello, Banana viewers. Welcome to Hannah Banana podcast series. Today, we are going to talk about simple and practical tips to balance work and studies effectively. O alam ko sa aking manonood ngayon that you share the same experience and difficulties, and if so, you are watching the right video. Today, I'll be telling you three important tips that works effectively. Number one tip or first tip is that plan your week in advance. Make sure to divide your task with work and studies and do not forget to include breaks in between. Kasi based sa aking experience, mga kabanana viewers, is that I feel overwhelmed when times that there's a lot of things that I needed to do. Marami akong gagawin at patong-patong pa siya. That is why what I always do is I always set dates ahead of time. I always keep track kung ano ang gagawin ko sa araw-araw. Kasi pag ginagawa ko yon, I do not feel overwhelmed, at the same time pressure at stress na rin. And that is why I can work effectively at napaprioritize ko rin kung ano ang dapat kong unahin kumpara kung ano ang aking susunod na gagawin. That is why I think to the viewers out there, it will help this number one tip for you to plan your week ahead of time or in advance so that it will not be difficult for you kung ano ang gagawin mo during the days of the week. Number two tip, mga kabanana viewers, is look for a designated workplace or study space where you feel comfortable and relaxed so that you will be able to focus in doing your work. Kasi ako personally, mga kabanana viewers, I have my space where I feel comfortable working. Sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, I am a college instructor and most of the time, nasa school po ako o di kaya nasa office namin if I don't have a class or walang klase ang buong school. Now, I always find it comfortable to work sa school because I always felt the vibe whenever I can accomplish things or tasks sa school. Compared if I do task at home, iba pa rin po talaga kapag gumagawa ka ng, para sa akin, iba pa rin po talaga kapag gumagawa ka ng school works or any work stuff sa office namin. Compared dito sa bahay because for me, at home is where a place you can relax and spend time with your family. Pero again, nasa sa inyo rin po iyon. Different because there are some people who finds it comfortable to work at any other places, like they can go to coffee shops, study hubs, or any other places where they find it comfortable and they can focus on what they are going to do. Again, the most important things, viewers, is you can find the right place at your own pace. So again, I hope that the second tip worked effectively for you, is look for a designated workplace or study space where you feel comfortable and relaxed at makakag-focus sa gagawin. The third and last tip, mga kabanana viewers, is be diligent and do not procrastinate. Mga banana viewers ko, is this third tip is one of the most difficult tip that you need to do. Para lang sa akin ha, because most of the time, people tend to work effectively if adrenaline rush comes because it urges them to think faster. So, dapat maging diligent ka. You need to be diligent enough, maging masipag ka, dahil dyan nagkakasukatan kung gaano karami or gaano karami ang na-accomplish ng isang tao if you are diligent. Kailangan kasi nasa sa inyo yun. You need to try or to develop that certain characteristic. Kasi hindi lang naman iisa yung ginagawa natin. Dito sa ating topic, we have two things. We have for work and we also have for studies. Now, let me share you something. Alam nyo ba ang mañana habit? So, mañana habit came from the Spanish word meaning tomorrow. So, this mañana habit generally means that pulling off a task tomorrow. Gagawin yung task bukas na hanggang na bukas na lang, na sunod na araw, at hindi na nagawa. So, do not um, let that habit, do not practice that, because when you always practice that, it makes a habit, and it's very difficult for you to balance between work and studies. So, yan ang nagiging resulta na nagfe-fail ang mga ginagawa mo. Kaya, para makaiwas sa mga sitwasyon na ganyan, try to change that bad habits into good ones, so that at the end of the day, you'll be able to accomplish successfully sa mga ginagawa mo. So, to my Kabanana viewers, do not forget the tips I told you about. If you found these tips helpful, do not forget to follow this podcast for more bite-sized advice. And let me know what's your biggest struggle when balancing work and studies. Comment and share your tips as well. Thank you so much, Banana viewers, for watching this podcast. This is Hannah Banana Podcast Series. See you next week. Bye.